Hello, all. Welcome and welcome back to Illuminate the Oracle. Happy to have you. We're going to do a check in on the person on my collective's mind, or the person that has my collective on their mind. I instantly knew it was going to be a love reading. Um, I felt called to pull tarot, so we're going to start with tarot today. But as I was kind of like, gently shuffling through the cards, a card made itself known to me very instantly, and I stopped shuffling. Okay. And what was that card? Bam. King of Cups. So, I'll be really excited to see what this story is about. It's obviously the tale of King of Cups. So it's obviously the tale of a masculine energy that feels something very deeply, but may not be as communicative about it. But they definitely feel something in a very mature way. I'm not sure if this is something that they had to kind of grow into. Like maybe they just didn't quite felt mature enough, or maybe you felt like they weren't quite mature enough to be receiving these types of emotions, or whether or not they could, navigate it properly. It feels like this is someone that has figured out how to navigate that properly. So I'm excited to see what that has for us today. But beforehand, darling, let's jump into this prayer. Father God, Mother Divine, Archangel Michael, please cover me and my collective as we receive these messages today. We only seek messages of your highest vibration, messages that you deem for us to receive. Any ill will or evil eye energy sent our way, kindly block that energy, remove it, return it back to its rightful owner, bind them in their own energy so it can never harm anyone again. In Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, we got Queen of Cups. We got King of Cups here. We have King of Cups here. Because who do they have on their mind? The Queen of Cups. Their Queen of Cups. Someone that they feel is someone they feel has and or is teaching them love. Someone they feel is very kind and gentle, um, effortlessly. This is someone for them that gives this good natured energy so easily without anything else in return. It's like that mothering, mother goose, healing type energy, or even fatherly. We put a lot of emphasis on just feminine energies in that sort of nurturing role, but we also look for that in the form of like father, in the form of a father. So this person could come across, or this person could have always thought you come across as very either motherly or fatherly to them, um, very gentle. Um, but it's like there's something about you where it's like they've seen you do this not just with them and your feelings toward them, but it's like they've seen you in action just be this way in general. I'm not sure, like, because whenever I kind of picture like Queen of Cups, I do kind of picture in my head, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the 90s. And so I think of Princess Diana, like that kind of vibe always kind of gives me Queen of Cups. Like, if you've been around here enough, you will often find that a lot of times I may reference like Queen of Wands as being like my divas, like my Whitney Houston's, or like whomever I love and worship as like a diva. That's my Queen of Wands. They're the mystics, or they're the talent, they're the creative, they're the light, or they're the healer. Um, for Cups, it's like healer, community, very Princess Diana, very like presentation, but like, very approachable. Yeah, like that's how they view you. You are like this loving, kind, pure kind of soul to them that's approachable. People like you. It's like it's funny. It's like this person is both they're both it's like they marvel at how people receive you, but it also makes them feel like a little jealous. how people receive you, not because they want that attention, but because they don't like. They're really. This is someone that feels very protective about how people perceive you because they do view you as like this kind of Princess Diana figure for some reason. It's like they have you on this pedestal. Is how I'm kind of seeing it, whether you realize it or not. Um, but it's like this respectability thing. So it's like if they see you as this way, then that means that the way you perceive them and this sort of in the realm of respectability does mean a lot. So the way you perceive them is really going to kind of dictate what is it going to dictate. I don't think any of that even matters. How you're gonna? Well, it does matter how you perceive them because this person is going to is coming through. Woo! Okay. So we got King of Cups. What's behind King of Cups? Someone that's healed. Someone that is healed and they're following a North Star. They're moving in the direction of something. Okay? They're moving in the direction of a new, brand new beginning. This person is someone that is like, in order to get this new cycle initiated, this person had to be at a certain level of healing in there and wherever they came from to be able to properly receive wherever they're going. And this feels like they're getting ready to head into wherever they're going after a level of healing. And this person could feel like this person is ready to go the distance. They could be needing to go long distance to see you, or there may be some distance in between you. But this person, rather there's distance or not between you, it's like this person is ready to go the distance. I keep hearing, I don't remember how that song goes, but it's like Hercules. That was one of the songs they sung. I'll go almost anywhere to find where I belong. Something like that. This person may have come a long distance to find where they belong. They probably never, wherever they went, they could never quite find that place like home. They probably lost all um, hope that they would even find something that even felt anywhere close to that. I'm hearing, I was a wayward child with the weight of the world that I held deep inside. With the weight of the world that I held deep inside. Life was a winding road, and I learned many things little one shouldn't know. But I closed my eyes, steadied my feet on the ground, put my head to the sky. That's Mariah Carey, Close My Eyes. It's one of my favorite songs by her. It's a gorgeous song, but she really literally talks about how, like, look, her tale of growing into who she became was not a pretty tale. And it started off with how, why is my calendar on June? Y'all, it's not June yet. I didn't want to spoil that for y'all. Well, oh my gosh. I like to. It's not June yet. Let's switch that back. So June can be significant. I guess I was planning ahead and forgot to change it back. Um, so June can be significant for some of y'all, by the way. I think I was planning ahead and I forgot to switch that back. But yeah, wayward child. This person may have felt like they were a wayward child. Maybe they felt like they had to raise themselves. And so obviously there was nothing that was there that could have taught this person love or these emotions or anything that could have prefaced love to this person, because 111, as I record this on the clock, 111, this person had to be, nobody was looking out for this person. This person had to look out for themselves. This person in their interactions with you, they may have interacted with the first person that they know never had any alternative motives when it came to them. Queen of Cups. You're probably the first person they've ever interacted with that they know that with you, there's never been any alternative motives. That you were who you said you were. Even if they may not have always shown themselves to be who they were to you. But they know that even despite all that, that you remained who you said you were, even through your changes, even through your elevations, even if they know that you are a changed person than you were when you first interacted with them, they still know that you are your authentic self, that you are authentically you, regardless of what you change into. And so you got this person ready to go the distance and quickly. Nine of Wands, quickly and passionately, because they see Queen of Wands. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Like, what did I talk about at the beginning of this? I talked about Queen of Cups and I talked about Queen of Wands. So here we go with Queen of Wands. So you are like this magical, magnetic, energetic firecracker right now. I don't know if you feeling like a firecracker right now. I don't know if you're feeling very firecrackery right now. I'm not sure how creative you're feeling right now, but let me tell you, you got the energy. Whether you want to claim it or not. Because Queen of Wands, there's like when I say when it comes to like Queen of Cups, like there's nobody that can fill the role of any of the queens really, except the Empress, because that's someone that's the Empress energy is on every woman. It's all in me. Okay, that's tried and true, right? Um, but Queen of Wands, that's like a showstopper energy mixed with mysticism, but there's a showstopper element there. There's like this element of like someone seeing you just be you and it pull attention. This person may be used to people that have to do like weak, low vibrational things to pull attention, or like, I don't know, whether that's scream and shout to pull attention, whether that's deceptive things that they have to line up in order to get this attention. But it's like with this Queen of Wands, this energy, all you gotta do is just walk through the room. You just gotta walk through the room and people just be like, just cuz people just in your space, they need to know what you're doing, where you're going, what you got planned. People can just be super nosy for no reason. It's because you got that energy. They want to watch your show. They want to see where you're going. They want to see what your life's like, where you're headed to, what you think about. Like it's just like that. It's just a little magical about you. People need to see how you work. Some of y'all may have a black cat. There's your road dog that's sitting here, right there. Some of y'all may have attachment to yellow, or yellow could make y'all really just like pop, pop, pop. I don't know. I see yellow here. I see sunflowers. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy, but you don't have to be a Leo or a fire sign to be in this energy. We take on each other's energies. Um, and so it's just about they see you not they see you no longer apologizing. They may okay, I'm gonna say how I say this. They see you no longer apologizing for taking up space. This person may have been familiar with you being in the Queen of Cups energy, that loving, pouring, outreach kind of like person that gives so easily and freely, but may not always be looking out for themselves, you know. They may have known or gotten to know you like that, but to see you in now in this space of Queen of Wands, because they already know you the cups, the Queen of Cups, but now they see you in this Wands energy. So it's like, I don't know, they see you taking care of business. They see you not afraid to take up space. They see you not afraid to speak your mind. They see you not afraid to take chances, or they see that they're seeing you do something that's a little bit out of the ordinary for what they're used to. That's a little bit out of the box for the previous descriptions of you. And best believe that is increasing attraction. Any of us would be extremely attracted to something that we were already attracted to, but now we're just really discovering how layered it is. And this person maybe used to one-trip ponies, right? People, places, and things. Not even just in the realm of romance. It could even be in the realm of friendship or any kind of connections. They could have been a bunch of one-trick ponies. They could have been a bunch of complainers, a bunch of victimhood mentality people that were cool, circling around in cycles, and perhaps always had an issue with anyone that they felt or suspected was outgrowing certain cycles. This person is done with placating these types of people because they understand birds of a feather flock together, and it's a stench about this vibration that they allow themselves to hang in now. That's it's they've had enough of. It's a stench that they no longer want on them because they realize that is a true that represents you. You know, what you cling to, what you hang around, what you give time to, where you spend your energy on, who you spend your energy on. Like, these things do characterize who you are as a person. So you best to make sure that it correlates and vibrates with what you are. Just like when I said in other videos, like love, we want to talk about this love thing. Anybody can tell you that they love you, but you need to do the due diligence. A lot of D's there to ensure that the way a person loves you is a match to the way that you expect to be loved, that you desire to be loved, and vice versa. They themselves, when they receive your love, get to decide whether or not your love fits the way they desire and expect to receive love. Just because someone loves you doesn't mean that that is a love that matches or fits. Maybe they have to make it match or fit. Maybe they have to figure out a way to make their love fit the way you love. You know, who knows? That's something that the masculine will figure out. That's not something that Queen of Wands figures out because she just attracts what comes to her. And so what comes to her, I would hope, would be prepared to face someone like her. Show me the intentions of this King of Cups as it pertains to this my collective, the Queen of Wands, darling. Ooh. Show me the intentions of the Queen of Cups as it pertains to my collective. Show me the energy of the Queen of Cups, or the King of Cups. Ooh. Slowly moving. This could be like either they're slowly moving or it has taken them time to move. Or this is something that's taken some time. But the thing is that with the Pentacles, it may have been slow, but it's been steady. And, you know, steady wins the race. It's been a burden here. Them holding this up and taking their time, they may have thought that was their way of being discerning, but it weighed them down. It was a burden to them. Them stalling and dragging their feet ended up being a burden to them because now they feel like you're on guard from them, or that you've ended this connection. So this is So yeah. Okay. So them taking their time could have been the thing that ended the connection. It could have been an absolute burden. It put you at a standstill. It could have ended the connection. It could have left you feeling like this person was just couldn't get it together. You could have made this person feel like this person could have came across to you as just being wishy washy, disorganized, unable to get it together. Maybe they just came across as scattered to you. And as far as how this person came across, as far as how you came across to this person, well, they see you in your bag. They see you in your space. They see you in this self-serving energy of like, I'm my own generator. I don't expect anyone to come through and shower me with sunshine. I take care of that for myself. I make myself happy. I set up what my schedules are like. Like I set up what's going on in my world, and I'm good. I got my bird on my shoulder. I got my next moves on my mind. We got expansion on our mind, right? We got to keep on climbing up the ladders that we create for ourselves. We only compete. This is the energy of I only compete with myself. It's all of that, and they see you in this glow. They see it. It's like your soul glowing. This is what's funny. It's funny. Side note: if y'all, I know a lot of y'all do YouTube a lot, and so when you're on YouTube, you get kind of familiar with a lot of commercials that keep throwing in our faces like over and over and over again. But anywho, I get, luckily I get, I get kind of paid on that, so I no issues with commercials. But I there's like the celebrity skincare commercials that pop through. There's like Alicia Keys one, and there's a Scarlett Johansson one, and I always ask myself like, okay, well, if I were to decide, and I want to know, yeah, maybe y'all need to know, like y'all let me know who y'all would go with if y'all see these commercials, like who y'all would buy skincare from. I decided that if I had to choose between Alicia Keys skincare product line or Scarlett Johansson's product line, that I would choose Scarlett Johansson's product line over Alicia Keys, because Alicia Keys' presentation always made me kind of giggle, because she always talked about, when you're talking about skincare, you want to hear about the products themselves. You don't want to hear about the abstract, elusive type lingo when it comes to skincare. You kind of want specifics because it's skincare. Scarlett got that message. Alicia did not get that message. Alicia was, I just giggle. She'd be like, people would say to me all the time, how'd you get your skin so beautiful? And I'd look and I'd be like, who, me? Because I never had beautiful skin. And I had to tell people it's about your soul. You just got to make your soul glow. And I used to just giggle to myself whenever that commercial come on, because I was be like, what are you talking about, girl? Like when it comes to skincare, people want to hear specifics about the product. Like they don't want to hear abstract thoughts about skincare, because what are you saying? That your soul, that you had to purify your soul to get better skin? But at the same time, she was on to something. It was a little too elusive. It was a little too mysterious and mystic and cryptic. But she was on to something. She is right. Your soul and how you function in the inside is going to dictate what your skin does for sure. But it does take more than that at the same time. And so I feel like this person, I say all that to say that this person realizes that you're a specialty item, and they have to get real specific. They can't use general, elusive language with you. It's like you're that skincare product, and they have to get kind of bare bones specific about what happened, what's currently going on. Okay, what happened in the past, what's currently going on in their world, what's currently going on in your world, and then what they foresee with you as it pertains to you in their future, in your future, in the future, right? So it's like those three things have to get situated before this can kind of go anywhere else. And I feel like, it couldn't, whatever this was, it couldn't get off, it couldn't get to running because something here was just moving too slow for the parties. Okay. But I think that helped. I think that stagnancy helps someone to believe, oh, I really got to put in some moves. If I want to stake a claim in something, I really have to make some moves. Um, and there they go. What's this person's intention to my collective? Show me this person's intention. Well, they love you. They want to come through. They have every intention of it, but they're moving slow. So, message, love message, Knight of Cups. This could be in the form of a text message, a phone call. People don't, people don't write love letters anymore. Unfortunately, I would love to get a love letter. this person could be writing you a love letter. This could be, hey, it's gonna be something about a new beginning. It's gonna be something about, A, I've had a new beginning. B, I am attracted to you. C, I'd like to either have a new beginning with you, start something new with you, get this going, right? Get this back on the tracks. There's something here that someone wants to get something back on the tracks. And it's looking like it's the King of Pentacles. This is someone who is now in the position to be secure in a situation, to come across as a secure, steady force in this dynamic now. They no longer want to come across as someone that comes and goes, or is on and off, or is hot and cold. They want to be substantial, consistent force, that King of Pentacles energy for you. They want you to see them that way. They want to be received that way, but they can't until they come through that way. So they understand that they can't just come through wanting to receive the benefits of Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, someone can want to come across that a certain way to you, but you sit back and rest in your laurels and await for them to present themselves that way. Because if they don't, whatever you're working with is what you're working with. Whatever you require is what you require. Whatever you demand is what you demand. And we teach others. We teach others how to be a friend to us. We teach others how to be a lover to us. We teach others how to be, as we get older, we may teach people how to be parents to us, how to be siblings to us. Because sometimes people get stuck in this. Sometimes people get stuck in the mentality of, oh, I'm just used to you. I can just be with you any way I choose because I'm just used to you. And it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Shall I build with this? It's a lovely brand new day. A lovely day. I feel like you got this person feel like it's a lovely day. I get sun energy. This person could pop through on y'all in the summertime. That comes through a lot, and I see it because even that song, "A Lovely Day," makes you think of summertime. Makes you think of barbecue. People play that song a lot during the summertime. Woo! Yeah. Ain't nobody love. Nobody loves me better. Makes me happy. Makes me feel this way. And then now we got the match. So this person had to let go of someone. They could have been married. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They could have been married. They had to let go of someone because that wasn't the love. This person is following where the love is. They're following a connection where it's like, as I said it in the beginning of this reading, this person was used to a certain way of things, and you taught them what love was. You taught them what love feels like, and you got them feeling like, okay, this is the moves that I want to make due to this. And so anything that doesn't vibrate onto what you gave to this person, it's not going to suffice. It's just inevitable. And so you were this Princess Diana y kind of like figure, loving, pure figure to this person. They're not going to go back to this. Anywho, because not only do they see you as this very tender kind of person, they also view you as being full of surprises and magical and mystical and, magnetizing. There's nobody. That's nothing can compete. You can't compete where you can't compare. I wouldn't want to compete with no mix of Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands. That's pretty much wrap that up, put it in a bow. That's an Empress. That screams Empress energy to me. I don't even have to see the other queens. If this person is a mix of Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands, that already screams Empress to me. Or on the track, on the strong track to Empress, it's just I wouldn't want to compete where I don't compare. Um, but with this Temperance here, you're their angel because Temperance came out. On top of everything else, Temperance came out with Queen of Cups. On top of everything else, they literally view you as like this walking, breathing, talking Earth angel. They feel like you inspire them. They feel like your inspiration or your template helps them to heal. They feel like you like changed their life. And so who it's inevitable. Tick tock on the clock. Because there's no competition here. Who wants to compete with all that? That's all in one person? Okay, so what is there? What did I say? Almost like I'm a motherfucking psychic. I knew she was close by. I knew this screamed Empress. Yeah, they're going back to their Empress. They let someone go because there's an opportunity that this person has been always looking forward to doing, but maybe felt like there just wasn't the opportunity to do so, or it wasn't the time to do so. Now's the time because they realize that time is of the essence when it comes to Empress. They see the attention that you're pulling right now, and they're feeling uneasy because they feel like if they notice you being this lovingly and warm, that anybody can notice. They're not fucking, pardon my language, a scientist. Maybe they may be a scientist. I don't know. But they're not a rocket scientist. They may be a rocket scientist. I don't know. But it doesn't take a rocket scientist, is my point. This shit is simple. Simple chemistry, emotions, you know, love. Ooh, love. You're this person's wish fulfillment. It's their desire to celebrate with you, their desire to be with you, their desire to marry you, their desire to live with you, their desire to be around you. They're holding it in, but you make them so happy. Look at all this yellow. Matter of fact, look at all this yellow. It's highlighted to them. And even further reason why they can't drop it or let you go or forget it. It ever existed. They can't do it. This person may feel like they have to be a little sneaky when it comes to um, splitting off away from where they previously collaborated with or whoever they previously collaborated with to have a new beginning. But why is that? Why does this person feel like they have to sneak away? In their head. Self-imposed restrictions. They have their own fears. but they are resting and healing. There's something here. There's something here. This person refused to see this. They've refused to follow their intuition. It's like they may have loved you on an instant from the moment they saw you. I feel like they could have loved you right away. But it was something that this person purposely wanted to hold themselves or purge themselves from, hoping they wouldn't see it. 2-2 could be significant, but it didn't matter. It's inevitable. Tower. Whatever foundations I thought they were clinging to or hanging on came crashing down. You know? And they got to decide like where they want to be. Where do you really want to be? I left my baby girl a message. Said I won't be coming home. I'd rather be alone. She doesn't fully understand me. That I'd rather leave than to cheat. That's Donald Jones, Where I Want to Be. This person's in the current energy of figuring out where they want to be, but what's they know where they want to be. Like that's what that song was about. But this reading right here, this is someone who knows where they want to be. It's not possibly where they are now, but it's where they're going to be. I had a reading like that. It's not where he's at, it's where he wants to be. This person wants to be somewhere very significant. And it's going to be where this Empress is, or where they view is their Empress energy. And that person can come in the package of any sex. It's the energy that they're carrying. All right. Yeah. So, show me the energy of my collective once this. The energy of my collective once this energy comes through for them, towards them. Y'all gonna be looking at it like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Okay, let me take a look at this. All right. What's your plans? I think you'll be looking at the T's. You'll be looking at the work. You'll be looking at the data. You'll be looking to make sure things compute and match up. Show me the energy of my collective as once this comes through. Dealing with you is going to transform this person, or dealing with you has transformed this person into Emperor energy. Yeah, we have yet another match on the board. How many matches we got? Two matches. We got the Cups, Queen and King Cups, Emperor and Empress. And I did say King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles was in the reverse. So this person is changing up their person. They're changing up their leading lady. Side note, my video yesterday, someone wrote down in the video is you're your person's leading lady, and the commenter said something like, I'm my own leading lady. And my response was, you better be. You don't need to tell anybody that, darling. You know what that saying is that what's understood doesn't need to be spoken. If you believe yourself to be a leading lady, who do you need to tell? You better not tell your leading man that. Everybody around here, this is obviously someone that was new, because around here, anybody that's familiar knows that we talk very in-depthly about personal development. We even talk about the personal development of our counterparts and the work they're doing to heal themselves. We know very well over here that there's no searching for love outside of ourselves if we haven't found that greatest love of all inside of me. We talk about the boundaries we have to lay down. how we've had to uh, elevate, the things we have to fight off, the demons we had to, when we had to morph into Buffy Summers and kill these demons around us. Like, we talk about these things very in depth here. We know that there's no way that we could be a leading lady to anybody else or a leading man to anybody else, and we haven't yet become a leading man or a leading woman in our own lives. There's no other way that we could be a star attraction in someone else's life if we haven't become a star attraction in our own lives. Someone doesn't have to tell you that. You shouldn't have to wait for someone to tell yourself that. What's understood doesn't always need to be said. So I say this to say, sometimes we give ourselves away with what we're triggered by. When we get triggered, it's never the thing that triggers us that we look at like and go, "Oh, what's wrong with the thing that triggered us?" No, it's always the thing that gets triggered is what we question, is what we side eye when we look at, like, why were you triggered about that? Because it's our responsibility to deal with our own triggers. There's no one outside of ourselves to deal. Nobody else outside of us can deal with what we get triggered by. Okay, so if someone does something or says something that triggers you, it says a lot more about you than it does about whatever it was or whatever it was that triggered you. So be careful of not projection. Sometimes it is of our benefit to say less. Sometimes not everything that's understood needs to be said. And yes, you are correct. We all need to be our own leading men and ladies. Moving forward, judgment. This person is um, likely had to deal with some karma due to their choices, but this is someone that's now in this bossed up energy because who did they use? Empress as an example. We all know around here that you can't graduate to the Empress if you haven't established like your own boundaries, if you haven't gone through all the queens, if you haven't built up your own world for yourself without your leading man, right? Do you see a leading man next to the Empress? Actually, the Emperor is never that far from the Empress. He's never that far from her. Just generally, even energetically speaking, he's never that far from her. But regardless, he's not under her either because he has his world and she has her world, and it's about bringing these together to create the empire. But we're not quite there yet. Everybody's still in the perspective size of the ring. you know, that's where it's at. Judgment's still being dealt out. But the thing about judgment is like something about this connection is going to be resurrected. It's going to come up from the dead, it feels like. Because these people are literally like dead. Because they're like gray. And gray equals like dead, right? So they're like gray. So they're like dead. But they're up and they're dancing. And they're like, hey. So it's a connection's gonna just jump up from the dead. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna spark it's gonna jump up from the dead. It's gonna spark quite the change because of all this healing y'all been doing in order to get back in this connection, in order for this to be revived. It's unreal. There's a lot hidden here that you don't know about, that you can't see, but the air is thick. This moon energy is giving me the energy of you don't really know when this is going to come in. You don't really know when this is going to come through. Once again, I keep picturing the energy being very similar during this time. I keep saying this in my videos. Like it has that vibe of like being in an auditorium and the curtains are closed and you're just waiting for the show to start. Like this moon card is giving me that same energy of like, the curtains are closed, a little eerie, it's a little foggy. You don't really know what's out there. You don't really know what's in the atmosphere, but you feel like something's coming and you feel like the air is thick. Transformation, change. That's what it is. The air is thick of change that's happening, of major transformations that are happening here. Major transformations. There's a lot of like natal charts and like chakra inner cards that are popping up. Oh. You said. You know very well who you are. You're a superstar. Do, 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 do. I've had a few, but not too many. Cause you're the only one that leaves me good and plenty. This person said, I may have had a few in my lifetime, in my life and time, but there is nobody that makes me feel this overwhelming sensation of love, feelings, juiciness, love. Like, you can't fake the funk there. You're this person's ultimate wish. And it looking like they make their wish happen. Someone's gonna make their wish happen. The King of Swords. He's ready to come through clear, honest. He's not trying to mince his words. He's not trying to give you mush mouth. What was that? What did you say? Nah, he wants you to understand what he's saying. And he wants you to feel like he can be trusted with what he says, that his word is bond. He needs you. It's important for him to feel like when he speaks to you and that you receive him, that he's coming across like his word is still bond. Like he means what he says. And yes, he's trying to get y'all out of this heartbreak energy, or he's been healing from a heartbreak that he's gone through. But I do feel like this person is once again ready to recover this. Show me the energy of the person in my collector's mind. Show me the energy of the person in my collector's mind, Holy Spirit, as we wrap up this reading. They want to seduce you. They feel you. They feel very horny toward you during this point in time. But don't think it's just sex, because you have the key to this person's heart. You've opened their heart, and they feel like you are the one. And they want to get together. They feel you being very tempting though to them. I feel like people are trying to tempt them. People that used to have their access perhaps. And it's just like, nah. As I said, you can't compete where you can't compare. There's a void that this person that you've left behind, that this person knows it can't get filled with the peanut gallery. They tried to fit those blocks in that spot before, and they didn't fit. It would make them an idiot to think that those same blocks they tried to fit in your spot would just to try to fit them in there again. They're not going to try to keep fitting those blocks into your spot. They didn't fit the first time. They know your spot is reserved for you. Nobody can feel your energy. Empress. They remember. They're looking back on this thing. They were playing they were playing the events that it's over. It plays over in their head. All for the result of understanding what the moves were made, how this fell apart, how can we avoid this falling apart, because this person knows they're not going to have a bunch of chances to screw things up with you. If they screwed it up the first time, they got to get it right, and they don't have any intention on screwing up again. I mean, of course, things are not perfect. There's going to be things that screw up. Y'all going to make mistakes too. But it's something here that's like a big lethal mistake they have no intention of ever doing ever again. And they understand that it was the way they thought about things that they didn't, it was the way they thought about things that got them caught up. There were some things that they just would not allow themselves to grow up into. It was an immaturity. But this person is learning from that, or has learned from that. What does this person want to say to my collective as we wrap up this reading today? Woo! They want to feel that way again. They're saying that they hope that you can forgive them one day. What do they want to do with my collective? Show me what. Ooh, too many. Oh gosh. They say they love you. I love you. Okay. Like attracts like. Okay. It says, if you long for more love, be more loving. Anything else that my collective needs to know? Holy Spirit, what advice does my collective need to hear as we wrap up this reading? Anything my collective needs to hear as we wrap up this reading? Anything? Anything? Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Okay. I'll do one more. Ooh! Turn your heart light on. Okay. It says, reflect on a time when you experienced love. Take a chance on love. Okay. It says, when we love, our lives are changed forever. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, spend quality time together. Ooh, you see them? They're kissing. It says, learn and talk to each, or it says, listen and talk to each other. A lot of conversations going to be happening here. That's it. If you like my vibe, please like and subscribe. Until next time, y'all.